Amazing friends, and welcome to our business live stream today on this beautiful Tuesday, the 30th, with the amazing Robert Horkings and Zena. How are you today, Robert?
Mate, I'm outstanding and always getting well.
Oh, it's great to see you. And did you love our chat before about Microsoft Copilot and AI? Isn't Microsoft AI going some crazy places?
Look, it's interesting to watch the technology field. As I say, it just every day it's enhancing itself, enhancing. But again, it's a global world and people want access to information quickly.
Yeah. Now, the reason why I bring that up is you're a massive business superstar. You run Zinzino for half the planet. However, the interesting part I want to focus on is your sales ability. You're one of the top people that I know will probably ever know. You originally built your sales success in technology. Tell us about your backstory, how you got so good at sales.
Look, it really comes from, when you kickstart in life, you take two ways. Do I become a technical person or do I become a communicator? I took the communication way where I could communicate with people. As I say, no matter where or what you do in life, if you know how to communicate with people, you can always make money. And I think that's the biggest thing, that no matter what's happening in the world, and take the COVID situation, that we had, that speed bump in life, real estate people, the good ones made millions. People buying and selling in a tough market, but it wasn't tough for those people that were buying and selling. But the commissions were still the same. So the ones that knew how to communicate the message and reinvented themselves quickly when they saw that the lockdown were going to happen for a long time, that's when they literally made millions of dollars. And that's where I always say that no matter what's happening in the world, I can make money for my family without a problem.
Yeah, it's funny you say that actually, because I remember I used to be a marketing consultant. Of course, when the lockdowns hit, my business tanked. But then we rebuilt ourselves as we're already in this direction anyway, just sped things up. But we rebuilt ourselves as basically global LinkedIn influencers running a business network. And it's funny you say that because in our business, right, my goal is to get basically a new client every day, right? Be it they purchase a workshop or be it they sign up to our program. It's my goal to get 5 a week, basically. Those are the numbers I run to. And interestingly, it really dawned on me that the actual job I do today doesn't take so much intelligence per se, but it's my ability to communicate and connect with people. And I found that very interesting because what's helping me win is not so much cerebral intelligence. It's more street smarts, how to understand people. And I love how you said before, technical versus business people. You're right. I remember in the corporate world, you kind of got to pick your team. Are you either a technical nerd or you're a business person? I kind of love all that stuff.
Yeah, look, it's important as you reinvent yourself, okay? And I want people, don't be afraid of that word, okay? Actors reinvent themselves every 3 to 5 years, okay? So do not be afraid. Corporate people make a move in corporate from one company to another every 3 to 5 years. So it's called reinventing yourself. But when you reinvent yourself, you've got to then come back stronger, bigger, better, and bolder. And if you do that, your confidence on what you're doing and talking and communicating to people will always be much, much clearer within your own life and the way you're working things.
Oh, I love it. That's not checking with our fans. We've got Jonesy King with us. Jonesy, good seeing you. If you've just come in, like, share, comment, drop us a comment, say hello, and make sure you connect with Robert Hawkins and yours truly. It's funny you say that actually, because I've reinvented myself several times lately. And interestingly, I was considering my own reinvention, right? I've reinvented myself over the past 2 years as like a big traveling LinkedIn influencer and entrepreneur. Like I used to wear business suits back in the day. I now wear Lacoste sportswear and I sit on planes, right? And it's funny actually, if I look at photos of myself 5 years ago, I look totally different today with my current reinvention. I've actually realized I've actually done that. I've actually reinvented myself every 2 to 3 years. And I think if you don't, you just get left behind, don't you?
Well, again, that's the pushing of technology, the pushing of yourself, your own circumstances at home. I mean, the things that we spoke about prior to this call, it's already giving me ideas on how I can utilize that technology, okay, into my next step. Yeah, I've been with Zenzino 5 years, literally to the day. Okay, so January 27th. Okay, 5 years ago, I joined this incredible company, and then I had to reinvent myself because I'd finished with another company, finished a role with them, and then I started the process. You may have noticed, Ed, that yesterday we made a public announcement because we're a publicly traded company, but we had the opportunity of taking over a complete structure of another company, and the company is called ACN, very large American telecommunications utilities company. They were wanting to sell off their European part of their business, and we're currently right now. So we've done that. We've taken that structure. Thousands and thousands of customers and business partners that are coming across into the tree structure. Okay, the business side of Zenzino. So that was a very smart acquisition that was done. An interesting factor on that, we talk about Zenzino as a company. Zenzino as a company, just so from a business side, so you understand who we are for the listeners, because some people may not know who the brand is. But we are actually the #1 direct sales company in Scandinavia. We're the #1, network marketing or direct sales company available in that country or that region. In Europe, we're in the top 10. So when you think about it, Europe, that's pretty cool. Okay, then when you go to a stance, okay, where globally you look at it, we're in the top 50. So of all the direct sales, and there are thousands and thousands of them, okay, we're in the top 50 globally. But the interesting factor that I see is that when we get to Asia, we're not even mentioned. So I see that as a massive opportunity. Why? What we've done with the ACN acquisition, okay, and again merging their database with our database, is that we have all those customers now in Europe. The transaction is now happening for Mexico. We're working on Mexico, so their South American business, and also the Asia Pacific business. We're working on merging that because ACN is different companies in different regions, which is the way you've got to set up your structures. So we have the opportunity now where we've got the APAC merging as well. So we're working this, and there's 2 people bidding on it. So we're one of the people bidding on it. Okay, there is another company that's doing it as well. So I can't say we have it at this stage. But, when you think about how companies come and do things, and then they go, okay, I need to shrink, which is what they did, as at the same time, Zenzino is growing their business. And we've grown at double digits, okay, again, as a mindset in business. We've grown at double digits from, even 5 years ago when I started with the business, it was like 60 million euro a year, okay, so about 90 million Australian dollars a year in revenue. We're now doing 180 million euro a year, so about 270 million Australian dollars. So we've got a business that's double-digit growth. Our consumer base is nearly at 600,000 consumers that order our products on a monthly basis. So that's active consumers. And we are, I believe, that 10x, we are 10x in front of people, okay, in the direct sales industry, in the test-based or wellness-based business. So when you look at Zenzino, the company, it's got the state-of-the-art, it's moving in the right direction, but then it's using its own technology to push it the right way. They're employing people like myself, and I'm just going to say, a line. I'm very, very sharp and smart and streetwise. You said it before.
Obviously.
And that's what
because as we say, Jeff Bezos looks like you. Everyone says that. You don't look like Jeff Bezos. Jeff Bezos looks like you.
Yeah, I know. He keeps on trying to disguise himself as Robert Horkings. But guys, you have to, again, look sharp and smart. That's #1 rule. And you got to get streetwise about you. Today's all about knowing what's happening and try to be those 10x ahead of everybody else. You can't be a follower these days anymore.
Yeah.
You can if you just want to make the average income. And guess what? The average income doesn't survive anymore. You've just got to look at the property pricing, utility pricings, the cost of living today. And I feel so bad for those people that have been left behind, but they do need a checkup from the neck up. And this is where redefining your skill sets, getting hold of some good books, sharpening the tools in your own body, okay? Sharpening, get the edge yourself, okay, to go that next step to where you have to feed your family or even just feed yourself on a daily basis these days.
Yeah. It's funny you say that. I was having this funny conversation with my mom the other day, right? And you like her, right? Amazing lady.
Yep.
And we were joking that back in her time, you could work at a supermarket, right? Just at a checkout, like
Yep.
work at a supermarket, and you could buy a house,
Correct. Correct.
right? And today, of course, you can have a master's and not even get a job, let alone be able to afford a house. And it's funny you say that because I say to anyone, like anyone who's listening who's employed. So if you're watching and you're employed full time, I'm directly talking to you here. I hope your career and job goes really well, but you just can't rely on that. You need a side hustle these days. If you're working full time, it's too risky just to rely on a job only with a disloyalty company. I know you agree on that one, Robert. Tell us more about that issue.
Yeah, look, and it's a big one for, and I see it daily in our business in Zeno. And Zeno is a side hustle, okay? So we have people making, 350,000 euro a month, okay? So that's the top income earner. So let's just equate that. That's about 580,000 Australian dollars a month. That's a month, I said that. Down to people that are mums and dads, okay? They want to make an extra 1,000 euros, so $1,500 Australian or $500 Australian a month. Whatever it is, whatever the gap is, we can fulfill it for you. But as a side hustle business, you have to find something that's got the, and you did it on just before on using the AI technology, just to get a quick blurb, okay, quick outline of what Zenzino is and why is Zenzino so good. And the AI program told you all the reasons why it's so good. So when you've got a program or a side hustle like Zenzino, you can put your name to it without any investment costs. Okay. So here we've built the machine. Okay. We do all the hard labor for you. You're the communicator to tell your story, why the product was so good, why when you did one of our tests, you had such an incredible enlightenment about your structure of your body. When you communicate your story to the people and then say, you should try this, that connecting factor of where you help them get connected to the companies in Zeno is where the rebate or the what I call the structure of commissions come involved. And that from that point where you pass the order to us, our job is to take the order on time and correctly. Our job is to pick, pack, and ship that product on time and correctly, and also then pay you a rebate or a commission, okay, whichever word you prefer, pay you a rebate on a weekly basis on time and correctly. So all the hard lifting is done for you on the other side. You're just the communicator connecting it. And again, I go back to Ed, people making 500 a week, all the way up to 500,000 a week or a month in this program. It's crazy to think the same program can have this much money or this much money. So wherever you are in your entrepreneurial mindset, either a small thinker and just want to make some money to survive, or you're an entrepreneur and saying, hey, I don't want to do this corporate stuff anymore. I just want to make some money. And again, I've got housewives, I've got husbands, I've got plumbers, I've got all different types of people. I've got doctors, I've got every type of person making 5,000 a month, making 10,000 a month, 20,000 a month here in Australia. It's pretty crazy when you think about it.
Wow. And I got a few comments actually from our fans. If you just come in, like, sharing, comment, hello, we appreciate you. And one of our wonderful friends, Donna D. Estrella, she was talking about the importance of understanding demand and providing a unique service. Well said. Donna, we love you. And I've still got my old friend Cesar Ocampo with us. Cesar says, I'm a content creator helping businesses to promote their businesses with photos and videos. How can I use Zeno to grow my business or work with products? So great question. So give you some context. Cesar's an old friend of mine, Robert. He does, based in Sydney, he does photos and videos. He's massively well networked. If he joins Zeno tomorrow, how would that work with his business and his massive network?
Yeah, see, the key is connecting yourself to a brand that's a recognized and a trusted brand. I always say whenever you're putting your name, okay, now your name's the most valuablest thing you've got, most valuablest commodity you've got. You know, and I know when you get something bad as a digital footprint, and I say to people, behave on social media these days, okay? The digital footprint is very hard to remove. And you may have got drunk and silly at a bar one night and you posted that picture 12 years ago. It will hunt you down. It will find you, or somebody will find it. So be very digitally smart when you're doing things online. So connecting to the right brand. So for an example, Caesar, now look at the company or the brand that you're connecting to. Like Ed, you've done it perfectly with LinkedIn and Microsoft. You didn't go with unknown companies. You went where the massive companies and that they couldn't honestly be shot down, that easy. You could always debate to say why you went that way. Zenzino is like that. When you look at, again, our track record, publicly traded company for 14 years, double-digit growth, member of the Direct Selling Association, where all of our products are certified around the world. So informed sports certification. In other words, the purity of this product is guaranteed because it's for performance level sporting people, okay, which at that level. Here in Australia, you're Australian TGA certified or listed as we called it. So all of that hard work for the branding side that you're going to put your name to has been done for you. So I think when you bring it together and your own personal recommendation, Ed, like you with Zenzino, you recommend us all the time because you know, like, and trust us, which is the most important factor. When somebody know, like, and trust you, they will talk about you and your brand at all times. So see, that's what I would be doing. I'd be literally looking at the company, then getting educated how to communicate it. If you're an online person already, it's just taking our social media content that we promote and give to our promoters, okay, our partners, and then going out communicating. Ed, one of the tweaks that we've got at Zenzino, we actually give free products to our customers for reposting their results and their, their information about what happened with them with Zenzino. So we teach it, or we call it Zenzino for free. And we have our customers, and that's why we've got such a big customer base compared to the typical direct sales company. It's normally the other way around, where you have very few customers and the partner is actually the customer. In Zenzino, we flipped it around, and our customers is the massive database that we have. So the consumer not earning income, okay, yes, they're connected to somebody that earns income, but the customer does it or promotes our product because they just want to get their products for free. It's the most successful program I've ever seen in a direct sales company.
And from a sales point of view, I love all the key points you've put out there. So, for example, if you link yourself with a big company, use Zeno, me, Microsoft, and LinkedIn, that actually solves half the problem. And I think you're right, because for me, it's interesting. Because again, I'm a LinkedIn certified consultant. It's not hard for people. I don't have to sell LinkedIn to people. LinkedIn sells itself. And you're right. When you link yourself to a big company like that, it makes life easier. I do it all the time with our business, LinkedIn and Microsoft.
Correct.
With our meetups, Sofitel, Pullman, Avolo, Novotels, we use all the top brands deliberately. And I think you're right. I think when you're linked to all the top brands, that makes selling very, very easy, because I suppose it gives you that instant credibility before you even open your mouth.
Correct. And Zenzino being the gold standard, and again, just do a Google search or do an AI search on it. Zenzino now is the gold standard in the test-based nutrition or the Omega industry. We're certified now as the gold standard. So it makes it easy when our brand comes up, nearly always number one in most of the searches that you do or any inquiries you do through an AI program.
Oh, amazing. Now, friends, we've almost hit 20 minutes. We're coming towards the end of our live stream. If you are watching now or the recording, please hit that like, share, comment, connect with Robert Horkings and yours truly. Robert, just before we go, I know you're a busy man and thank you for your time. Can you please give us some closing tips on sales to really keep people thinking in their own unique way?
Well, I want you to remember, okay, and it's called the pebble effect, okay? So if you've got a pond, okay, and you drop a pebble into it, Okay, there's these ripples that happen when you drop that pebble into the water, okay, into the lake, ocean, wherever it might be, okay. There's three main circles, if you notice the ripple, okay. And a lot of people get confused, Ed, on where the gold is, okay. There's a pot of gold called money, okay, and where you can extract that money to get your value for what you're doing on a daily basis, your value or your income from what you want to derive out of the connections you've got. The first circle, okay, is the warm circle. So there's three circles, okay, as the ripple happens. The first circle, okay, are people that know, like, and trust you. That is the goal. They're the people you talk to first up when you have a program that you want to connect yourself to it. And it may not be Zeno. You may go and find something else. This is used in every program. So the warm circle, people that know, like, and trust you. You tell them the results that you've had from the program that you've aligned yourself with, and those people will listen to you or trust you more than the next circle. The next circle is your network, okay? So these are people that know and like you. So the first circle, people that know, like, and trust you. The next one is know and like you, okay? Ed, you and I are in the warm circle. No matter what, if anybody said to you, what health product should I get? Hey, give Robert a call from Zeno. I know, like, and trust him, and he's got great products. He will tell you the facts. That's what we're looking for. The next circle is when we go to the meetups, okay? We go to your events, okay? They're the network, okay? That's the next circle of where people know and like you. They don't have to trust you, or they don't trust you at this point of time. 80% of your business should come from your network circle and your warm circle. So many people have this misconception.
Mine does.
Okay,
Mine does.
The next, yep, 80% easier. The next circle is the cold circle. People don't know who you are.
I would say probably almost 100% of my revenue comes from cold people. Don't hire me. They're all warm and network. I would say easily 99% of my revenue comes from our warm and network.
Yeah. So the cold circle is the hardest circle to sell in, but people want to be in that circle because they don't want to tell their friends or the network about what they're doing. It's the dumbest thing, guys. And you get yourself from this cold circle marketing. Target the people that know and like you, or know, like, and trust you, because that's where your revenue will come from. Like Ed just said, I'm the same, Ed. Every time I'm targeting anybody that's following me or doing things online, I get people inboxing me saying, "Hey, Rob, can I just try some of that Zeno stuff?" Yep, no problems. It's here's the package that my friends sign up with. It's $179 Australian, and away they go. It's very, very simple. It's what we call a loaded shopping cart these days. The transaction to make a sale is so simple online. It's crazy these days. But they're your circles, guys. As a hint, okay, check up from the neck up. That's your number one priority. Get your mind thinking correctly, reinvent yourself, and then work your warm and your network circle. And if you can get 80% or above of your income coming from those circles, you won't have to worry about money. It'll follow you all the time.
There we go. Friends, you've heard it directly from Robert Horkings. Again, like, share, comment, reach out to him directly. We love and recommend Zeno. Robert, thank you for your time. I appreciate you big time, my friend.
Hey, guys, it's always a pleasure to come on for 15, 20 minutes, have a chat, and just share some pearls of wisdom. My job is to help emotionally disturb you, to reinvent yourself, to take action that's required.
Well said. Think about it, everyone. Take action. Love your work, Robert. Thank you, everyone. Stay awesome.